Hey guys, it's Lewis here from Physique Level Up, and in today's video, 5 tips to make intermittent fasting a hell of a lot easier for yourself. Following these protocols, guys, on a daily basis will make it so much easier when you are fasting through your period, through your eating window. All of these benefits will come into play when we are intermittent fasting. Firstly, guys, tip number 1 is drinking black coffee. Black coffee through our fasting period is going to make fasting a hell of a lot easier, because when we are fasting, we may get some hunger pangs here and there, potentially, depending on how long you've been fasting for. And if we are drinking black coffee, then black coffee will suppress your appetite. So it will make it a hell of a lot easier to fast through your period. So I highly recommend black coffee with some hydration, making sure we're on top of water throughout your fasting window massively, and also on top of black coffee. You're going to be caffeinated, you're going to be feeling great, you're going to have lots of energy, and your appetite will be suppressed from the caffeine itself. So black coffee, guys, 1 to 2 cups every morning through your fasting period. I highly recommend to make it very, very easy. Black coffee as well will help boost your calorie burning across the week. It increases your expenditure. Your expenditure, if you've got a higher, essentially, expenditure across the week, then you're going to burn more calories and lose more body fat when your nutrition is controlled. So black coffee, guys, is very, very powerful. Such a powerful source when we are aiming to lose the body fat. Massively included into your diet plans. It's going to make it a hell of a lot easier when you are intermittent fasting. Number 2, guys, is when we are hydrating, we can add electrolytes if we do like. Now, electrolytes will cover potassium, magnesium, and sodium levels. If you feel like when you're fasting you've got some form of headaches and you're not feeling the greatest, then most likely you're going to need some electrolytes. As when we are fasting, our blood sugars will drop. In form, we will start to lose electrolytes and we're going to be slightly depleted. Just like when we wake up in the morning, we've been fasting, we've been sleeping, we are lacking some electrolytes. So this is why I recommend some salt water as well, as you're going to be replenishing electrolytes first thing in the morning, or some electros. Straight Himalayan sea salt or straight rock salt, or some electrolytes. Electrolytes will be greater because you are going to be covered then with potassium and magnesium. High potassium will keep any sugar cravings down and really recharge you in terms of energy levels. And potassium works very well with sodium. So I highly recommend adding some electrolytes in the morning if you do feel like there's any headaches. But if you do feel a little bit shaky and it's very, very difficult for yourself, then that means potentially you're probably new to fasting. So just cut your hours shorter, just fast for 14 hours to begin and eat for 10. And then when it gets easier, then you can push to 16:8 and then you can push to 18:6, because it will get easier over time. I started off at 14 hours, then I went to 16, now I can do 18 very, very easily. And I absolutely love it. I feel fantastic on a daily basis. It helps me get in shape when I'm really going for a body transformation, losing body fat. It makes it so easy. And getting your body used to it on a daily basis. But making sure, guys, you're hydrating well to begin, and if you are getting any headaches, then making sure you add some electrolytes. Number 3, guys, is break your fast with some low carbs, and high protein I recommend adding. Now, we don't want to go massively high carbs because your blood sugars are going to go very, very high. Then a couple of hours later, you're going to come down crushing. You're going to be very responsive. So I highly recommend a high fat, high protein meal. You can add in some carbs, but I highly recommend the carbs coming from either fruit or veg. Okay, very, very low glycemic. So you can have an apple, which is going to be high fiber. You can have a banana, which isn't too fast in terms of the glycemic index. And this will make you feel fantastic, stabilize your energy, and it's very low in calories. Blueberries are also great. So I highly recommend getting some carbs from fruits, that's all. No going in with massive amounts of cereals or loads of wraps or potatoes, not first meal. We want high protein, high fat, so eggs or some Greek yogurt, something along these lines if you want your blood sugar stable to feel fantastic and to make fat loss easy, as these are very easy to control, as the calories are going to be a lot lower as well. So make it a hell of a lot easier for you to enjoy your fat loss experience. So make sure, guys, you break your fast with low carbs, high protein, high fat, and some fiber in there. Number 4, guys, is have a high carb dinner. Now, I highly recommend having your carbs in the evening. I don't want you to neglect carbs, because if you neglect carbs, it's going to make it very difficult for socializing, going out and picking certain stuff off the menu, or if people have gone keto and they go to a restaurant, it's very difficult. Carbs are going to be in our foods a lot of our lifetime, so we can actually eat our carbs. Having more carbs in the evening will give you greater energy for the next day when you're riding your fast, as you'll be using your carbohydrates from your evening meal. And also we want our carbs in for our training performance. So we want to make sure that we've got some good amount of carbs, so we're not running completely flat in terms of glycogen levels, and we've got a good amount of carbs in our diet to perform higher when we are training. And also, if we're having high carbs in the evening, we will go into more of a parasympathetic state mode, which is going to put us more in that sleepy state. And that is what we want at nighttime. We don't want that in the day, as we're going to be working on our jobs, working on our careers, and absolutely crushing alignments there. So we want to save our carbs for the evening, and then you can actually have dinners as a family, have nice carb dinners, and it works very, very well. So have your high protein, high fat in the morning and your fibers, and have your high carbs in the evening, your wraps or your pasta or some rices, which will be in a great position. Number 5, guys, is know what you are eating on a daily basis. Have some rotation meals across the week. This is what we recommend to all clients inside of Physique Level Up. The clients that are inside of our program, they all have a rotation of meals. So it's very, very easy for themselves to rotate across the week. They've got lots of meal 1 choices, lots of meal 2 choices, lots of dinner choices. We've got this all covered, lots of healthy dessert choices. We've got this all covered. So in the week, you're on autopilot. You haven't got to think about food. Everything's just in position, and you've got a rotation across the week. So one night it might be beef, it might be salmon, but you've got everything covered of where you need to be, and having a rotation is fantastic. And then this is going to help you stay on track toward your fat loss goals. You don't want to be tracking calories every single day, looking at apps. You're going to be stressed. You might be hungry when you're about to eat, and you might overeat, and you might pick the wrong food. It's going to be very difficult. So in the week, have your meals on autopilot. This is what we've built inside of the 25-25-50 diet. Everything is in position. All clients are on autopilot in the week. They more have some freedom on the weekends if they want to go out for dinners. They still can go out for dinners in the week, but majority of people are just working or going back to their families, eating together there. And then on the weekend, then they can have some more freedom out. Or if you want to stick to your meal plan still on the weekend, then by all means, you're still going to get the result. And this is how the diet is designed. So very important, guys, to know exactly what you're eating on a daily basis. As you are losing body fat, you don't want to be going around the supermarket, picking your meals, tracking here and there. You're going to be very stressed. It's going to be very difficult trying to get this certain amount of protein or fats. You want to know exactly everything's laid out for you. So you follow, you get the result, and you achieve your body transformation, and you get lean. So hopefully this makes sense, guys. 5 tips to make intermittent fasting very, very easy. If this did help, please smash the like button, and I'll speak to you soon.